Salary policy reform to be implemented from July 1, 2024. Nghe An delegation works with the U.S. partners. Nghe An Aviation economy not commensurate with its potential. Hello, it's me, Yin again, and so good to see you again on today's news. On November 10th, the National Assembly approved a resolution on salary policies reform from July 1st, 2024, and adjusting pensions, social insurance benefits, monthly benefits, preferential benefits for people with meritorious services, and some social policies linked to the base salary.
Salary reform will be implemented according to Resolution Number 27 of the 12th Central Party Committee. For agencies and central administrative units under specific financial and income management mechanism, from January 1, 2024 to June 30, 2024, monthly salaries and additional income will be calculated on base salary of 1.8 million Vietnamese dongs per month, not to exceed the salary and additional income from December 2023. Also from July 1, 2024, all financial and income management mechanisms of specific state agencies and administrative units will be abolished and a unified salary, allowance, and income regime will be applied instead.
During the working program in the United States, the delegation of Nghệ An province, led by its People's Committee Chairman, the Party Committee Deputy Secretary Nguyễn Thị just had a working session with the American Semiconductor Industry Association and the U.S. Asian Business Council. At the working session with the U.S. partners, the chairman of Nghệ An Provincial People's Committee emphasized that Nghệ An creates the most favorable conditions in terms of planning, essential infrastructure, investment premises, human resources, and administrative procedure support for investors to seek opportunity and investment in the province. The province gives priority to improving the business investment environment and enhancing its competitiveness to attract investors, especially foreign investors. In its turns, the member of the U.S. Semiconductor Industry and the U.S. Asian Business Council expressed their desire to seek cooperation and investment opportunities in Vietnam and Nghệ An in particular, especially after the U.S. and Vietnam upgraded their relationship to comprehensive strategic partnership. Now let's move to other news. The People's Committee of Nghệ An Province has issued a decision implementing the Green Growth Action Plan from 2021 to 2030.
Accordingly, by 2030, greenhouse gas emissions over total product in the province will decrease from 9 to 18.4% compared to 2018. Attention will be paid on transforming the growth model towards greening economic sectors, applying the circular economic model by wisely and efficiently using natural resources and energy. Digital economy will reach 30% of GRDP. The forest cover rate is stable at 58%. The action plan targets at promoting economic structure associated with innovation of growth models, moving towards a green, carbon-neutral economy and contributing to the goal of limiting global temperature increase.
Upcoming next are some updated news.
Threats to U.S. troops in the Middle East is growing as they have been repeatedly targeted by armed groups while the Israel-Hamas conflict is on the brink of widening in the region. As some security sources, U.S. forces get the most attacks on November 9th in the wake of Israel and Hamas conflict, with 4 attacks reported in Iraq and Syria, injuring 3 soldiers. Overall, since the deadly conflict between Israel-Hamas broke out on October 7th, at least 40 separate attacks have been launched at U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria, injuring 56. U.S. forces believes that Iran-backed militias carried out the attacks and that Tehran must bear ultimate responsibility, but Iran denied and claimed that they are not involved to these attacks.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky signed 2 bills on extending martial law and general mobilization for another 3 months as in the context of the grueling war between this country and Russia. The laws about extending martial was previously approved by the Ukrainian parliament. During martial law, all presidential election, National Assembly election and local election activities will not be allowed to proceed. This draft law was enacted on February 24 last year after the conflict with Russia and has been extended 9 times. Along with that, the Ukrainian National Assembly also passed a law extending the general mobilization until February 14 next year. During this time, all Ukrainian citizens aged 18 to 60 can be called up for military service.
The Ministry of Health warns that the monkeypox pathogen has already spread in the community and Vietnam will likely to record more new monkeypox cases. Given this context, the Ministry of Health has issued a document requesting provinces and centrally run cities to take prompt measures and enhance supervision at healthcare facilities, community-based events and at border gates. Localities must strengthen the management of monkeypox patients and human contact to prevent further infection from spreading to the community. From the beginning of July 2023 until now, the country has recorded 56 cases of monkeypox, 1 patient has died.
Although having strategic location and playing as the main transit point connecting Nghệ An and major provinces and cities in the country, up to now, Vinh International Airport mainly operates domestic flights, which do not bring the economic value commensurate with the potential and expectations.
Vinh Airport currently has takeoff runways up to 2,400 meters long, 45 meters wide, with a total airport area of 30,000 square meters. It has 2 domestic and international terminals able to serve 2.8 million passengers a year. Though it is an international airport, there are only a few flights to Taipei and Vientiane and are mainly charter flights serving professionals. People's travel and tourism needs are still limited.
Recently, we run a trial program to welcome international visitors with flights Vinh, Vientiane, Vinh, Bangkok, but the infrastructure, scale, especially human resources have not yet met requirement.
Besides some limitations in passenger transport, cargo transport through Vinh Airport is also quite modest. After more than 2 years of the COVID-19 epidemic, the flow of goods transported through this port even sharply decreased.
Most of the companies we work with in Nghệ An province use international aviation services at other port like Noi Bai Airport.
In 2022, along with the strong recovery of the aviation industry, revenue of Vinh Airport reached nearly 248 billion Vietnamese dongs, a sharp increase compared to 2021, but only accounts for more than 1.6% of the total revenue of Airports Corporation of Vietnam. This shows that revenue from transportation and service activities at Vinh International Airport is still not commensurate with potential and expectations. Therefore, in addition to investing in facilities, Vinh Airport needs to improve human resources, transport culture, diversify services and apply digital technology to be worthy of an international airport.
Now is the end of the show today. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye for now and see you next time.